So now we are going to solve a numerical where we have to expand this sine 6 theta in the powers of sine theta and cos theta. So guys, it means it belongs to the previous video. So in the previous video we have seen that how to expand or how to represent the multiple of theta in powers of theta. So sine 6 theta is multiple of theta. So 6 theta, it's multiple, and powers of sine and cos, so power of trigonometric function. Okay, so how to do that? So we have seen the steps, so we'll just follow those steps. So as per that, in step number 1, as I said, that we have to apply de Moivre's theorem like this. Now the concept that we have learned here, I've taken that power as n because we were expanding this sine in theta and cos in theta. But now here in our question we want to express sine 6 theta. It means the value of n is 6. So instead of n I will take 6. So here I'll say by de Moivre's theorem, so guys, you have to keep this thing in mind that next time if you get sine 7 theta, then you should take this power as 7. So by doing that, you can get the same term in the real part or imaginary part. So here I got sine 6 theta in the imaginary parts and I call this equation as equation number 1. Now the step number 2 is apply binomial theorem. So let's apply binomial theorem, and there also I'll take power as 6. So here I'll say now guys, we have seen binomial theorem in the previous video. Here we'll revise it once again. It is a plus b raised to n. This is the formula. First step or first term is a raised to n. Then we reduce the power of a, that is a raised to n minus 1, a raised to n minus 2, and so on. B, it starts with b raised to 0, which we don't write, and then we'll increase b by 1. So b raised to 1, b raised to 2, and so on. And which each term we will have nc0, then nc1, nc2, so the terms of combination. So we'll apply this formula where a is cos theta and b is I sin theta. So here we will get cos raised to 6 theta first term plus 6c1, then cos raised to 5 theta into I sin theta plus 6c2, we are increasing it by 1. Now we'll reduce the power of cos because it is my a, that will become cos raised to 4 theta. Then b is I sin theta, will increase the power by 1, so that will become I sin theta the whole square plus 6c3, again reduce the power of cos, so cos cube theta, increase the power of I sin theta, so I sin theta the whole cube. Next plus 6c4, reduce this power, so cos square theta into I sin theta raised to 4 plus 6c5 cos of theta into I sin theta raised to 5, and guys, the last term will be I sin theta raised to 6, because 6c6 will be 1. This will become cos raised to 0 theta, which is 1. So we don't have to write these terms. So I'm just writing I sin theta raised to 6. Now after this, what we'll do is we'll take all real terms together and all imaginary terms together. So let's start with that. So here we will get, it is equal to cos raised to 6 theta. So this is the real term. Now if you'll see this second term, then there is an imaginary term I. So this becomes the imaginary term. Third term, here I square will be -1. So this will become again the real term. So negative 6c2. So the value of 6c2, if we evaluate, it is 15. So here I'll say -15 cos raised to 4 theta sin square theta. Next, here this is imaginary term. Here I raised to 4. So I raised to 4 is 1 with I square into I square. So this will become a real term, and the value of 64 is similar to 62. So again it is equal to 15. So that will become plus 15 cos square theta sin raised to 4 theta. Next, here this is also real term because I raised to 6 is I square into I square into I square, which is equal to -1. So minus sin raised to 6 theta. Here I'll write negative sin raised to 6 theta. And guys, here we get all real terms. Now let's take all imaginary terms together. So this is the first imaginary term. 6c1 is 6. So I'll take I outside. So 6 cos raised to 5 theta into sin theta. Next here 63, which is 20, I cube is minus I. So I am taking I outside. So negative sign will remain here. So it is, here I write negative 20 cos cube theta into sin cube theta. Next, here this one is again the imaginary term because I raised to 5 is I, and we are taking that I outside. So 65 is 6. So we will get plus 6 cos theta into sin raised to 5 theta. So guys, by doing this, I have taken all real terms and all imaginary terms together, and I'll call this as equation number 2. Now, next step is we compare equation number 1 and 2. So, in equation number 2, left hand side is cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 6. In 1, left hand side is same. So, if left hand side of two equation is same, then right hand side has to be same. So, here I'll say therefore, from equation number 1 and 2, we will get cos of 6 theta equal to. Now, as we are equating this right hand side of equation number 1 and 2, we'll equate this real part with the real part of equation number 2 and imaginary part with the imaginary part of equation number 2. So cos 6 theta will be cos raised to 6 theta minus 15 cos raised to 4 theta sin square theta plus 15 cos square theta. And by doing this, we got the value of cos 6 theta. But my friends, this value is not required because we have to express sin 6 theta in powers of sin theta and cos theta. But you can keep this into mind that next time if you get cos 6 theta, then you can get answer by doing this process. Now, let's come back to the required question. So, I want to find out value of sin 6 theta, and that is nothing but my imaginary part. So, I'll equate this imaginary part of equation number 1 with equation number 2. So that will become sine of 6 theta is equal to, so this is the imaginary part, and guys, here we get the expansion of sine 6 theta in powers of cos theta and sin theta. So as asked, we have found out or we have expressed the sine 6 theta in powers of sin theta and cos theta. And guys, I'm sure that you like this video and you want to know the more about complex number and engineering mathematics, so just stay tuned to ekeeda.com, where you can get all videos at one place. Thank you very much.